The Aztecs were a Mesoamerican culture that flourished in central Mexico in the post-classic period from 1300 to 1521. The Aztecs had conquered much of what is now modern-day Mexico, and many of their instruments, traditions and beliefs were incorporated into the culture. Aztec music was a significant part of their culture, with instruments playing an important role in religious ceremonies, political events, and daily life. The Aztecs had two main types of percussion instruments, teponazli and huate. The tlapanhuate was a type of huate, believed to be made of rosewood, used in war dances during the reign of Moctezuma II. According to legend, two gods were banished to the earth when Tenochtitlan, modern-day Mexico City, was founded in 1325. This drum was thought to be a sacred instrument and played an important role in the Aztec Empire. The tlapatzali is one of the most iconic instruments of the Aztec people. It is a flute made of ceramic, wood, clay or bone and was used as part of religious ceremonies. It was believed that playing music with the tlapatzali was a way of worshipping the gods and honoring them. The sound of the tlapatzali was thought to bring good luck and prosperity to those who heard it. The instrument is still played today in some parts of Mexico, keeping alive the memory of the powerful Aztec culture. The Aztecs also had a variety of wind instruments in their musical arsenal, such as the tlapatzali, or flute. But one of the most prized and sacred instruments was the huaylacapatzli, or ocarina. These small clay instruments typically measured between 4 and 7 centimeters in length and were symbols of Aztec thought and culture. While they were previously dismissed by archaeologists as toys or trinkets, ocarinas are now recognized for their spiritual significance across the Mayan, Inca and Aztec cultures. Diego Duran even wrote a text in the Chiquitos language to explain the opera to an indigenous audience. The Aztecs had an advanced writing system, which was used to record events and keep track of time. The writing system was pictographic, meaning that it used symbols and pictures to represent words and concepts. It was thought to be one of the most advanced writing systems of the ancient world, and it was used by the Aztecs to communicate with each other and to tell stories. The Aztec writing system also informed the music of their culture, as it was used to transcribe the musical syllables for drums and other instruments. It is believed that the Aztec writing system helped the Aztec civilization to develop its rich culture, as it enabled them to keep records of their history and mythology. The Aztecs believed that music was a sacred gift to the gods, and one way to worship them was by playing music in the temples. Music was also believed to be the art of song that could be used to liberate people from the physical world and connect them to their spiritual side. One of the most important accounts of Aztec music comes from the 16th century Spanish writer and priest, Diego Duran. Duran reported hearing Aztec music with different ears, and he was fascinated by the wide range of instruments used by the Aztecs. He noted that the Aztecs used instruments such as drums, flutes, and ocarinas, as well as whistles and other strange instruments. Duran also reported that the Aztecs had a writing system that was used to record their music, which he described as being very complex. This account has since been corroborated by other Spanish historians who also wrote of Aztec music in great detail. The Aztecs wrote using symbols called glyphs or pictographs. The Spanish conquest introduced a new writing system which was based on the Latin alphabet, though some of the symbols were retained. Nahuatl writing is still in use today and has been adapted to many modern languages. This writing system was critical in preserving the history of the Aztec people and their culture, as well as providing an account of the Spanish conquest. Diego Duran's book The History of the Indies of New Spain is a prime example of this, as his account was written in both Nahuatl and Spanish. The writings of indigenous messengers such as Juan de Tlaxcala also provide invaluable insight into the Aztecs' experience during the Spanish conquest. The Aztecs developed their city and rose to prominence in the Valley of Mexico by forming alliances with other powerful tribes. These alliances allowed them to extend their control and slowly build an empire. The legacy of Aztec music is a testament to the power and influence of their culture. Even after the Spanish conquest, Aztec music continued to be celebrated and embraced. Through their instruments, song, and dance, the Aztecs were able to connect with their gods, express their feelings, and pass down their culture for generations. Though the Aztecs are no longer around, their music will continue to live on and inspire people for years to come.